Hello everyone, my name is Preeta Kannan and we are the Purple Group. Today we will be discussing the Gordie Howe International Bridge case and presenting our group's findings and recommendations. In our group, we have myself. I played the role of team leader and graphics lead. Viharika Kasineni is the scribe. Kareem Faridali Hasnani was responsible for quality control and final submission of the project, and Hamid bin Jafar Tamimi was the timekeeper. Now, let us dive into our analysis of the case from a project management perspective. The initiation and planning phase of a project consists of defining its objectives, scope, success factors, schedule, and budget. The objective of Gordie Howe International Bridge project is to ensure the smooth movement of people, goods, and services along the US-Canada border. It would also enhance the trade relations between these countries, which in turn would lead to better relations and collaborations. The scope consists of 5 items. Firstly, building a 6-lane bridge spanning the Detroit River designed to accommodate passengers and commercial vehicles, pedestrians, and cyclists. It would also include developing border inspection plazas and facilities on both the Canadian and American sides. This would ease customs, immigration, and other necessary procedures. Next up is constructing new connecting roads and interchanges to integrate the bridge with the existing transportation networks on both sides of the border. The building committee would implement measures to minimize environmental impact and ensure compliance with environmental regulations. It would include preservation efforts and mitigation strategies. This project would also foster economic growth by facilitating trade, enhancing transportation efficiency, and creating job opportunities through construction and ongoing operations. Now let us talk about the success factors for this project, which would be determined by 6 measures. This includes completing the project on time and under budget. Next is providing an efficient connectivity link between Canada and the US, reducing congestion and improving traffic flow. It also means enhancing cross-border trade for economic growth. It would promote infrastructure development by building plazas, ports, and connecting roads. The project should be environmentally responsible by minimizing the project's ecological footprint and ensuring compliance with regulations. Next, you can see the detailed schedule for this project in the slide. The initial work began in the year 2000. The project entered the pre-construction phase in 2015. In 2018, the actual construction began, and it is supposed to be completed by the end of 2024. The total budget for the project is 4.4 billion US dollars, out of which $2.9 billion would be utilized in the design and construction of this bridge. The remaining $1.5 billion would be towards operations and maintenance. That's all from my side. Now let's hear from my colleague Hamid. Thank you.
Hello guys, my name is Hamid bin Jafar Tamimi, and as Veena said, I'll be continuing the third slide. The economic analysis examines crucial aspects of designing the financial atmosphere of the project, anticipating employment flow during construction, proposes a regional improvement in the economy. Later, continuous job opportunities encourage the growth of the community. Estimation of cross-border trade agrees with Economic Spark, visualizing improved coordination between regions and forecasting territorial economic progress beyond construction. The implementation strategy proceeds with an incremental plan. We concentrate on planning and checking the ecological impact in the first 6 months. The next 12 months help in constructing things mutually aligning as required. The final 18 months emphasize generating everything works together efficiently for effective growth of infrastructure. The project prioritizes sustainability by utilizing eco-friendly materials, and green technology. Conserving biodiversity demonstrates concern for the surroundings and adjusting the universal goals. It lays accountable and sustainable infrastructure. Regular monitoring is essential for maintaining track records. Growth reports offer transparent insights, quickly addressing challenges and providently settling issues. Being prepared for uncertainties contributes to a robust project life. These corrections acknowledge stakeholders linking the project with the extensive economic and ecological atmosphere in the concise presentation. Thank you. The next slide will be taken over by one of my friend in the group. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Viharika Kasinini. So in this project, I did take the role as a scribe, where I was taking notes in all the group meetings and use it to elaborate in the group chat to understand better. So today I want to discuss about execution, controlling and monitoring, part 1. Okay, cross-border regularity challenges. Over the course of this major infrastructure project, our team identified and actively managed several key risks that had potential to significantly impact cost, schedule, and overall success. And dealing with cross-border regularity challenges was crucial as we had to elaborate extensively with the government agencies in multiple countries to ensure we secured the necessary permits and approvals in a timely manner, while also which is applicable to regulations. So when it comes to the financial side, a project of this scale requires creative approaches to funding and financing. We developed a comprehensive financing plan putting from both public and private sources. Our mitigation focused on diversifying funding sources, securing commitments as early as possible, and updating funding plans regularly to account for dynamics beyond our control. So, additionally, we conducted through environmental impact assessments and implemented numerous preventive and mitigative measures to just to satisfy both regulators and local communities, open themselves up to lawsuits, public backlash, construction delays, and lot of bad press, all of which introduce uncertainties that threaten over viability. We also invested heavily in community engagement by soliciting input, addressing concerns, and providing local economic and social benefits, not only to build public support but also to prevent organized actions against the project community acceptance ties, which is closely with both regularity and environmental risks. So finally, while advanced project management technique provide invaluable for monitoring construction progress and also keeping contractors focused on deliverables, projects of this size commonly face challenges like supply chain disruptions that can undermine timelines. So let us discuss about So, in part 2, managing complex infrastructures project requires extensive communication across all stakeholder groups, including sponsors and partners, government entities, local communities, contractors, and the media. Over the lifespan of this project, our team prioritized constant communication tailored to each stakeholder with a frequency dictated by their involvement. For our core project sponsors and funding partners, we provided detailed written status updates on a monthly basis, supplemented by progress meetings as needed. This allowed sponsors to track progress against objectives and budget. For impacted communities, we held open public consultations periodically through the project to explain latest developments, gather feedback, and understand concerns. To secure the need permits and approvals with regularity constraints, we coordinated extensively with the multiple government agencies through their regular meetings timed with the critical project milestones. Ongoing communication with our contractors occurred daily or weekly, depending on the phase, and included written status reports. In-person meetings and also site inspections, finally to address public inquiries and manage external perceptions. We communicated with the media and issued press releases at major announcements like project launch, construction milestones, and completion. This multi-channel communication strategy with the planning tailored to each stakeholder group helped ensure risks were caught early, concerns addressed promptly, and accurate project status shared widely. This builds support, understanding necessary to mitigate potential schedule or budget inputs. Thank you.
Hello, this is Kareem Hasnani. Today we are discussing the execution monitoring and the controlling phase 1, transitioning to the second phase of the project commencement and the planning. We will now discuss the stakeholder, their interests, and the associated tricks, the key partition involving the project, the Windrose Stewart Bridge Authority, which are established by the Canadian government, and the Bridge in North America private sector entity. We acknowledge that these stakeholders have several interests, such as ensuring finance stability, achieving successful project implement, enhance infrastructure, minimizing collision, and the risk include potential function inability arising from the project magnitude and the collaboration between the public and the private sector, as well as the potential option related to the border crossing and potential project delay. Additionally, issues include the regularity, compliance, and adverse environment condition. These slides will address the managerial insight in the relation to the preceding slides topping and how they are connected to the changes in the stakeholders. Our analysis will use the risk registers. Effective risk management entails using the protective methods such as analyzing schedule and doing scenario modeling to get valuable insight into the potential dangers. And well-establishment governance framework with the versatile management enables the project team to effectively address risk. The risk register identifies the following top 5 hazards: cross-border difficulties, financial threats, environment concern, and construction delays, and the stakeholder management issues. This presentation will focus on the various form of communication and the frequency of use in important circumstances, and we will also make use of the communication register in part of this process. The forms of communication include the cross-function interface management via ad hoc meetings to the tackle emerging cross-function difficulties. Another type is monthly government stakeholders. Communications are conducted to the provide updates to the government agencies on the both side of the border. Additionally, we engage in the risk management communication, including ad hoc communication for emergent issues at the local levels. We implement the community engagement communication via monthly newsletter targeted at the local communities. Additionally, we also provide the serious milestone communication that provide updates on the progress made through the important project cycles. Thank you so much. This was the presentation done by the Purple Group. Please let us know if you have any questions, and we glad to answer all the answers. Please write it down below in the comments.